YouTube, it's your boy Zango coming back at you guys with another video today. I do want to apologize if I do sound a little under the weather. I'm not feeling too great today, but I really want to get this video out for you guys. We got some, Black Friday coming next week. A bunch of people getting the game. VC's probably going to go on sale, so I'm going to drop a couple videos next week, like starter builds, stuff like that. I want to get some gameplays out. If you guys want to see some gameplay videos, which is with some commentary, let me know. But so today we're going to get into a back-end build, also known as a swing build. This is like a 4 in the 5s. So your job is kind of, box out for the big, help up top with P&Rs, and take the cuts to the basket. Most of the times, like when you look one of these builds up, they're all very, very similar. And I wanted to do something a little different, but also in the back end niche. So even if you aren't a comp 5s player, this is definitely something you could bring onto, the 2s or the 3s or random rec. You're going to have the high board. You're going to be able to, create your own shot. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let's get right into it. So for most of your back end builds, they really do range anywhere from 6'7" to 6'10". I really think 6'8", 6'9" is the sweet spot. I have been seeing some bigger locks. As you guys know, I do run a 6'8" lock most of the time. So I did go with a 6'9" here. I feel like 6'9" is kind of the sweet spot. That's just in my opinion, though. You guys can go 6'8", 6'10", whatever you feel comfortable with. I feel like this build fits best for my playstyle, and I think a lot of you guys will like this too. I think the 6'10" is a little slow and the 6'8" is a little small. So we're going to start it off. I'm going to go to small forward just because if you put the same height, weight, and wingspan on a power forward, you are going to lose 2 agility. And I think the 78 to an 80 agility is a big difference. So we're going to go 6'9", 220 pounds, and a 7'3" wingspan for rebounding purposes that we'll get into in a minute. The finishing here isn't going to be super, super crazy, but you are going to have a high driving dunk. And I know a lot of you guys do like that 89 driving dunk. I'm also going to give you the ability with this build, put some caps on it, you'll be at a 93. Also, you're going to have a little ball handle and you're going to be able to shoot. So that's why I think this is going to be good for everybody. So starting things off, we're going to go with a 69 close shot. Swing build, the close shot really isn't a huge deal. I don't think it is. If you want to lower the driving dunk, put some close shot up, go for it. Driving layup, same as the close shot. We're going to go to 69. I feel like if you have a high driving dunk, you don't really need a super high layup. Standing dunk, we're going to go with a 54. The vert and the driving dunk put it up there. I would recommend going, anywhere from a 40 to a 45 if you do change some things around. Minimum 40, 45, just so you get the animations for standing dunks. Post control, lowest it can possibly go at a 39. You're not going to be posting up with this build. The shooting on this build is also very, very solid. You are going to be able to +2 set shot to Hall of Fame, which I think should be more than enough, especially for how you guys should use this build in a 5 setting or a 3 setting. Like, you're not going to be the main ball handler in either, but you are going to be able to create your own shot and pop. So midi, 70, more than enough. The 3 ball, we're going to go with an 80. I really don't think you need both midi and 3 at an 80. If you want to move some stuff around, go like an 81 midi or an 83. Because at 81, you do get a lot more bases. On my locks, I do have an 81, but if I'm going to go like a 4 or a 5 with my build, I usually keep that at an 80 because I like Scotty and I like Culver. So I'm going to give you guys 2 jump shots that I really like, that I think is going to help your play style. Free throw, 72. You should be able to bang your free throws out with a 72. I got a couple good free throws. Put you guys onto those as well. The playmaking on this build actually is very, very solid. If you're going to make a swing, I do recommend going somewhere with like a 75, 76 pass act. I went with a 75 for now for Silver Break Starter, which is going to be huge on D boards. going to be huge for the breaks. At some point, I do plan on throwing some caps on this. Not that I need to, it's really the only thing that's going to get me more badges. But a 75 should be more than enough, especially if you guys are just getting the game. Silver break starter, like I said before, is going to be more than enough. 66 ball handle and a 61 speed with ball. A couple caps on the ball handle, you're going to be at an 80 ball handle. You put 2 caps on speed with ball, you're going to be able to speed boost, and you're going to be able to +2 lightning launch, 2 gold, which is perfect. And if you guys use the SIGs I'm going to give you in this video, you'll be able to cook up. On the defensive side of the ball, swing is definitely the most important position you can play, but it's going to be the hardest defensive position to play. In a 5 setting, if a team has a really, really good swing, they have a really, really good chance at winning that game. Think about it like this. A lot of times you are going to be in a P&R situation. So the swing's job there is to help the lockout on screens. The swing is going to take everything down. He's going to have to show off the screen. Also try to get down to the paint on cuts in the corner. So you want a little bit in between lock attributes and big attributes. So I think I kind of found a happy medium in between both. So 77 interior defense is going to be more than enough, especially so with the block right now, we're going to have it at a 90. I use defensive spec. If you guys don't have a ton of caps yet, I still think you're going to be okay. So we're going to pair the 77 interior with a 90 block. That's going to get us gold paint patroller and gold high flying denier, which you can +2 to legend, especially if you're taking all the cuts to the basket. The legend high flying denier is going to be huge. And we're going to go with an 85 perimeter for all your silver defensive badges. You guys can throw 2 caps on there if you want. Get to an 87, which is going to get you gold off ball. I really think 85 is the sweet spot though, especially if you just put a +1 or a +2 on pick dodger or challenger, whatever you guys feel comfortable with. And the 85 steal is huge. You are going to get gold interceptor, which is much more important on a swing build than glove is. Because again, you're playing lanes like cuts. You're going to get back on D. +2 the interceptor to legend. You guys are going to be golden. I know I mentioned while going over the defensive attributes, you guys are going to be somewhere in between a lock and a big. So this is where the big part comes in. Offensive rebound, you're going to go with a 65. Your main goal at swing isn't to snag, it's to box out for the big and grab a board in a pinch. So you're not going to be crashing the boards on offense. The defensive board is much, much more important on the swing. So we're going to go with a 90 D-Reb, and we're going to +4 that to a 94, which is going to get us Hall of Fame Box Out Beast and Gold Rebound Chaser. Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, you can +1 that to Legend, and you are going to be golden. Also, for my guys that play Park, you honestly could play big with this in the Park. A lot of the bigs you are going to see are 6'9". And if you +2 Rebound Chaser, +1 Box Out Beast, you have both of them Legend. Being a 4, the physicals on this build are very, very good. You're going to get every single motion style that you need, top-rated motion styles. I'm going to give you guys my 3 favorite motion styles. If you have something you prefer, go for it. 83 speed, 80 agility. If I can stress one thing, please, please, please do not put strength on your back end build. it is absolutely useless. I went with an 85 vert. I've trialed and errored this a ton of times. I can't stress enough how much vert plays into block animations and getting rebounds. I know the 85 vert's not going to get me much. I feel like it's a sweet spot for me. At some point, I probably am going to +3 it to an 88 just for Legend Pogo, in case I'm feeling a little jumpy in the paint, recover so much faster. If you guys want, though, you could go with an 83 vert and throw it somewhere else. You can higher pass ac, bump your steal up, higher O board. It's just preference for me. I like the 85. I feel like it's a sweet spot. I don't know why this is, but I feel like most 6'9 builds with some decent defense and somewhat of a driving dunk, the name is always an edge enforcing high flyer. Once we throw caps on, the build is going to change. This is what I would do if I had limited cap breakers. These are the first things that I would upgrade. I would throw 4 on my defensive rebound and get that to a 94. That is the first thing you have to do. That is a non-negotiable. So you do get that Hall of Fame box out and that gold rebound chaser. It's going to be huge, huge, huge for the swing position. The second thing I would do, I would go 3 on block for Hall of Fame high flying denier, along with gold paint patroller, which you could +2. High flying denier is also a tier 2 badge. If you guys do prioritize having some ball handle and speed with ball, 2 caps on speed with ball is going to get you to a 72. You only do need a 68 for lightning launch, but the way the caps work, it bumps it up to a 72. 4 on ball handle is going to get you an 80 ball handle, which really is all you need for the animations that we're going to have at 6'9". So my badge setup right now is probably going to be different than the one I use once I fully get all my badges, because I did use caps on block. So I don't have gold paint patroller and I don't have Hall of Fame high flying denier. So once I do get those, I am probably going to put paint patroller to legend and high flying denier to legend. Right now, I'm rocking with +1 set shot to gold, +1 on ball to gold. At a swing, you want to have interceptor as high as you can possibly get it. So I'm +2ing that to legend. It is incredible. You're going to be hawking lanes. I promise you. Gold lightning launch. You're going to be moving. In a 5 setting, comp 5 setting, I'm probably not using this. I was playing some rec last night, trying it out, and I was frying. Box out. You're going to want a +1 box out to legend. Your center will love you forever. He's going to get so many more boards if you're sitting down there boxing out. Challenger +1 to gold, and then on my defensive spec, I went +1 pick dodger. The only thing that is going to change with the 2 jump shots I give you is the base. The one I'm currently using, it's Culver, DeJounte Murray, Devin Vassell. Full release, 4.4 speed, 60% Vassell, 40% DeJounte Murray. The thing is, some of you guys aren't starter 4, so you're not going to have Culver. So I would either go Pippen or Whitehead. If you don't have Culver, those are both very, very good bases. I am going to give you guys my jump shot and my dunk styles. I do want to break down the SIGs first. So free throw, Kevin Durant. Go-to shot, Kyle Kuzma. Really, really like go-to shot, Kyle Kuzma. Kind of similar to that KD go-to shot on the bigs. You're going to get that weird little push speed boost out of it. Spin jumper, hop jumper, Michael Jordan. I don't really use any of these. I don't even think I touched them. Motion styles. The 3 I would use, and this is in order: Jalen Smith, Dwight Powell, and Drew Eubanks. Both very, very good. Now my SIGs. Pass style, and Edwards. You have a 75 pass style, throw and Edwards on. Great pass style. Dribble style, KD. Very, very good, especially for a low speed with ball. Sig size up, we're going to go with pro. Breakdown combo, Jordan Poole. Escape moves, you could go with 2. You could either go Jimmy or Paul George. Combo move, pro. Crossover, Lonzo, non-negotiable. Behind the back, there are a couple things you could do. You could go Jimmy, DeMar, or KD. All of them are very good. I mean, some guys like Scotty. I'm not a fan. I think it's slow. Spin, Penny, Hezzy, KD. Step back, Chris Paul. You could also go Jimmy Butler or Vince Carter. I do like Chris Paul, though. I think it's the fastest one. Triple threat, Kobe Bryant. You guys are going to have that 89 driving dunk, so you are going to get some really good dunk packages. I'm going rim grazers off 2, pro contacts, that's a given. I was using athletic, but it feels really slow. Like if you see as soon as he goes up, he stops and then he goes. You're asking for trouble with that. 1 foot moving, rim grazer, athletic off 1, and then the pro contacts. Standing, I have both 2-hand and 1-hand on. Gonna be huge for cutting. Signature dunks, Devin Booker and LeBron, I think are the best. Obi Toppin has some cool animations. I like it. I mean, there are a couple in there that are blockable, but I might take it off. I'm kind of just playing with it now. Oops, pro and elite. You're also going to get pro contact alley-oops. That is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you guys made it to the end, thank you so much. Also, if you guys do have any suggestions on future videos, feel free to let me know in the comments. Help me brainstorm a little bit. We are live 5-6 nights a week. Come hop in and hang out. Always playing with the guys, running some recs, got some pro-am games going, and some really good stuff going on in there. We also have that Discord now. I'll leave a link down in the bio if you guys are looking to play with some people. But yeah, if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Zango. Peace.